Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of Grace Loves Leather, and in today's episode I'll be talking about my recent experience with Fashionphile. I'm going to be talking about the selling process, the buying process, as well as the claims process. So without further ado, let's get right to it. Oh, first things first, just to get it out there, Fashionphile does not know I'm doing this. This is not sponsored in any way. This is just my own experience, 100% honest and true, so you guys can trust me that I'm not gonna mislead you guys. So for you guys that don't know, Fashionphile is an online resale website where you can buy and sell luxury goods like handbags, jewelries, and so on. And for Fashionphile specifically, they also have brick and mortar locations in New York and in California. So before this, I've never shopped at like a reseller before because I'm always afraid of the authenticity issue or the quality issue, right? Like if I can't see the item before I buy it, I don't know what the quality is gonna be like and stuff like that. So I never really buy anything from a reseller, though I do go on their website sometimes just to check out things and look at cute little Birkins or Kellys and stuff like that, just to browse. But then one day my sister called me up and she said she wants to go to the Fashionphile Showroom in Chelsea, and she asked me if I want to go, and I was free that day, so I was like, okay, let's go. So we went there, and I was honestly shocked at how nice it was. They're located on this building overlooking the Hudson River. So you come in and you see all these big windows and you can see the beautiful river outside and the skyline, and it was beautiful. And on the walls, they have rows and rows of bags on display, and it was so gorgeous. Everything was color-coded, and you can see the Birkins and the Kellys and all the beautiful bags. So I went there and I was amazed. I was like, wow, they are legit. They're great. And the sales associate was very nice. She gave us an iPad where we can browse through all their collection and pick out the items that are in this showroom. And so we just have to put them in our cart and she can pull them out. So I'm on the market for a white handbag. I want to expand my white handbag collection. So I start looking at some white Chanel bags, and I come across this gorgeous small boy bag in white, and it's in great condition. It comes in a full set and it's priced below retail. So I was like, this sounds like a great idea. So I asked to see the bag and I saw it. I even have a photo of me trying it on, and I like it a lot, except that the hardware is perma brass, which is like a cross between silver and gold hardware, and I'm more looking into a gold hardware. But luckily they also have the same exact bag with gold hardware. It's just that the bag is located in the California showroom. So I decided I'll think on it, and I went home. After I got home, I started looking into my closet and I found my old black Chanel wallet on chain. I haven't worn it in like so long, and I thought, what if I sell this and then I use the money to pay for the other bag? That's like a win-win kind of situation. So I was like, okay, let's try this out. So I went to their website to see what the selling process is like, and it's pretty simple. All you have to do is create an account and you take photos of your item, like the front side, the back side, everything, and you upload the photos and you write down the description, and within I think a week or something, I got a response back. They said that they have an offer for me for the bag, and the offer was not like super good, but it wasn't a bad offer. It was a good offer. And they also said that if I choose to get paid in store credit, they're going to add 10% more. So I thought, this is perfect. I can sell the bag, get store credit, and I can use it to buy the other bag. So that is how I sold a bag to Fashionphile. So I accepted the offer, and they asked me to either send the item to their showroom or drop it off. And since I live so close to the showroom, I thought I'll just drop it off. It'll be much easier and faster. So I dropped off the bag, and they gave me a piece of paper. They're like, give us another week or so to authenticate the item and make sure everything's good, and you will be paid. And so I waited, I think maybe a week later, they sent me an email. They're like, yes, we got the item, it's good, and here's your payment. So after I got the payment in my account, I decided to go ahead and buy the white Chanel boy bag. The buying process is of course very simple, right? Like just like in any other website, you put it in your cart, check it out, it's done. After a few days, they sent you a confirmation with like a shipping tracking number, and if your bag gets to you, that's it. That's the whole story. But for me, I check my tracking every day because I was so excited to see this bag. And after about 2 days, I realized that the item has not moved from the UPS facility in California. So I was starting to get antsy, but then I think, don't be so negative. Maybe the item is moving. It's just that the tracking is late or it's not updated. Let's just wait until the delivery date and see what happens. So I waited until the delivery date, and sure enough, I didn't have any deliveries. And I think I waited maybe a day or two more after that just to be sure, and I didn't get anything. So I decided I need to say something, I need to email them. So I emailed Fashionphile. I told them, hey, this is the situation. I never got the item. This is the tracking. Help me. And maybe the next day they replied and like, okay, we're going to send you over to our claims team. And this is how the claims process starts. So with the claims team, they're like, we're so sorry about this. Please give us 14 business days. So that's essentially 3 weeks to conduct a full investigation into this case, and we will have a resolution at the end of this. And in the meantime, they said to not dispute the credit card charge because it can interfere with the investigation, and if somehow the item is found, the item will not be shipped to me, whatever. So they said not to dispute it and just wait for 3 weeks and do nothing pretty much. So I was like, okay, I guess I have no choice. I'll just wait. And then about a week into the investigation, I got a call from UPS, and they're also conducting their own investigation on this. And by the way, in this scenario, Fashionphile is the client for UPS. I am not the client, so I cannot file claims to UPS. It has to be Fashionphile that does this. So UPS was just contacting me to see if I ever got the item, and I said no. And they asked if Fashionphile ever refunded me, and I said no. And they're like, okay, the item is deemed loss. We can't find the item, so we're going to refund Fashionphile, and Fashionphile can refund you. And I was like, okay, that's really sad, but at least there's a resolution here. I'm gonna get my money back. Fine. And so after the call with UPS, I emailed Fashionphile and I was like, hey, UPS called me. They said the item is lost. They're going to give you the refund. Please give me my refund. But also, I need to tell you that I had sold an item prior to this in order to purchase this item, and I chose store credit. But now, since the item is not available, I don't need the store credit. I don't want the store credit. I want my original offer back, which is in cash. So please give me my original offer back, and I don't care if it's 10% less. I just want my money back. And they responded not acknowledging my request or my question whatsoever, and they just said, give us 3 weeks, the full 3 weeks to conduct our own investigation, and we will have a resolution. So they said nothing. They just said, give us the 3 weeks, and I don't know what else to do, so I just waited until the time period ends. So after the whole 3 weeks finally over, I emailed them again. I was like, hey, time period has ended. The item is not here. UPS said it's lost. UPS said they've refunded you. Please refund me. And the email that I got at first was kind of alarming. It was like, hey, yes, we received your request. We're going to send you over to our claims team. And I was like, wait, what? I thought I was already talking to the claims team. And I guess a new person from the claims team is then responded to me a day later and said, yes, we have your refund request. We are refunding you to your original payment method. Case closed. And they said nothing about my question, nothing at all, and they acknowledged nothing about that question. And I was just, oh. And by the way, it takes another 5 business days for them to refund me. So it's another week essentially for me to get the money back. And also, it's not like I got the money back. It's I got the money back in the credit card, but I already had to pay the credit card in full. So it's now stuck as a negative balance in my credit card, and I can only get it back when I use the credit card. And also, obviously, I am not going to get my original offer for my wallet on chain bag. I'm just gonna get it as store credit. They're refused to acknowledge that whatsoever, and that was very upsetting because the least they could say is no, we're sorry, we can't refund you in that way, we have to go by the original payment method, la la la. At least they said something like that, but they just said nothing about it. And at this point, I was already so emotionally depleted to even fight back. I was just like, whatever, just give me the money back. Whatever, I'll take whatever. And it's been like a month now without the bag, without the money. So a week later, I see that the refund has been completed. I see a negative balance in my credit card, and I see the store credit back in my account. And at this point, I'm thinking, what should I do with this store credit? I start looking around the website thinking if I can find just something, maybe I'll just use it to buy something, but I didn't find anything I like, and don't want to feel forced into buying something that I don't want. But luckily for me, my sister did find something she liked from Fashionphile, and so we decided to use the store credit to buy that item, and she's going to pay me back. And I actually have this item right here. Funny enough, this item is also shipped from California, so we were all like waiting anxiously, like, oh, is it gonna arrive, or is the same thing gonna happen again? Like, what are the odds if that's gonna happen? It's so crazy. But here it is. This is the item, and she gave me the approval to unbox this here. I actually opened it up already just to see if the item is there and if it's the right item, and it is. But I want to show you guys. So this is what the Fashionphile shipping box looks like. On the outside it's just your typical box, but then on the inside you have your Fashionphile logo, and they also come with this cute mail file. It's pretty cute. And they also have little pink confettis, and this is just their little dust bag. This is their certificate of authenticity. This is also a certificate from Cartier. Yes, of course, you guys can see by the beautiful red box, it is a Cartier jewelry. This is a very classic item, so I think this is a great purchase. And this is the Cartier Love Band in white gold and 5.5 millimeters. It's a gorgeous item, and I'm glad that she found it. And honestly, if this was the only experience we had with Fashionphile, it would have been great. But out of the two experiences we had, one was good and one was a fail. So at this point, it's a 50-50 toss-up. So overall, how would I rate my experience with Fashionphile? I don't know. There were good moments and there were bad moments. I think selling with them was easy and nice, and that was good. And the buying process, as long as it's smooth and there's no problem, should have been great. Claims, I guess I got my money back, so I should be happy about that. I don't know, but for the near future, I'm still pretty scared about shopping luxury things online, especially if they're a high-ticket item. Maybe for that case, I'll just stick with store pickup. But anyway, what are your guys' experience with shopping luxury goods? Because when I was in the claims process, I went into like Reddit and like these forums just to like see what people's experiences were, and shockingly, this kind of thing happens pretty often, and not just shipping from Fashionphile, but shipping to Fashionphile. I've read stories about how people were trying to sell their item, but then their item gets lost in the mail before it ever reaches Fashionphile, and that's another whole headache to deal with. So yeah, I'm curious to know if you guys have any similar experiences, have you had any problems with this kind of stuff as well, or if you've shopped with Fashionphile or other resellers a lot and this never happens to you. Tell me, what's the secret? Give me tips, because I would like to know. So that's it guys for today's video. I hope that this was useful and informative for some of you guys that are thinking of buying or selling with Fashionphile. And I just want to thank you guys for letting me rant in this video, because I just needed this space to vent, because for a while I was feeling pretty frustrated, and I know that you guys understand, so thank you for letting me do that. But anyway, I don't want to end this video on a bad note. I want to tell you guys about some good news. For my next video, I'll be doing an Hermes birthday haul unboxing, and I also have a small little giveaway to do with you guys. So make sure to subscribe to this channel and tune in for the next video, because I don't want you guys to miss it. So until then, I hope everyone's having a great week, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!